presentation today is going to be on blood donation. It's from the survey before, out of the 12 people who participated. All 12 out of 12 believe that blood donation can save lives. 2 out of those 12 know their blood type, and only 2 out of those 12 have ever donated. So my first time donating was in high school, in the 11th grade. I was 17, you have to be 17 to donate at least. And my math teacher was the head of the blood drive and had asked me if I was interested. She told me you could get out of class, so that was the main reason why I did it. But later in life I realized that even though I did it for selfish reasons, I was really saving people's lives. So why there's a shortage of blood is because less than 10% of the population who's eligible to donate actually do so yearly. And every 2 seconds, someone in the United States needs blood. So it's actually closer to like 3% of people who donate annually. So pretty much every 2 seconds to less than 3%, well, 3% donating a year, the supply doesn't meet the demand. So your blood actually takes up about 7% of your body weight, so it varies per person. But normally, on average, it's about 1.2 gallons to 1.5 gallons of blood circulating through the body. And it can't be man-made, so it's important to always have. So this is the components over there. The first tube is a whole blood donation, what it looks like when you see it. But the second tube is broken down into the 4 parts, which is the plasma, white blood cells, platelets, and the red blood cells. So the plasma is responsible for transporting things like blood cells, nutrients, waste, it regulates blood pressure, water balance. White blood cells are responsible for fighting infections. The platelets are just cell fragments from the red blood cells that clot the blood after injury to prevent like a bleed out. The red blood cells carry the oxygen from the lungs to the entire body, like your tissues, your organs, and then brings back carbon dioxide to be exhaled through the lungs. So then it's important to have for things like car accidents, natural disasters, after childbirth, cancer treatments. So blood has to be a perfect match, otherwise it can't be donated. So for example, blood type A has A antigens on the red blood cells, B antibodies in the blood or the plasma. So it's only safe to give to the same blood type or AB and can only receive from either their own blood type or blood type O. So for all the rest of the blood types, so B blood type would have the B antigens, A antibodies in the plasma, and can only give to their type or AB and receive from B or O. Same for AB, they have the AB antigens on the red blood cells, no antibodies in the blood, but can only give to their own type, but they can receive from all of them. But O, they have no antigens on the red blood cells, both AB antibodies in the plasma, so they can give to everyone, the universal donor, but they can only receive from their own type. So if you were to get like a transfusion that was wrong, it would cause something called an ABO incompatibility reaction, which would essentially cause the antibodies in the blood to attack the antigens, and then that would destroy the red blood cell. You have like low blood pressure, hives, fever, and it's potentially fatal. So people don't donate because anxiety, fear of needles, time, sickness. So to kind of give you an idea, or just the bystander effect actually. So like this man is donating, but other people might think, other people are donating, there's enough blood, why do I have to donate? But that's not the case. So to ease the fear, to get a little more comfortable what it might look like, this man is relaxing, donating his blood. He has a side table with snacks, a variety. He has refreshments, a TV to just keep him comfortable the whole time. But if your fear of needles, which there was one person who had a fear of needles, this is from the Red Cross 5 tips to overcome your fear of needles.
Share your fears with our Red Cross staff. They will walk you through the process and make you feel calm every step of the way. Listen to music. It will help you relax and ease your mind. Bring a friend or a family member to talk with while you donate. Maybe somebody that's donated in the past. They can even donate with you. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Think of a happy, stress-free place like the park or the beach. Remember, that quick pinch helped save someone's life, and you will feel great knowing your donation made a life-saving difference.
A simple solution to this problem would be just education, understanding that the different parts of the blood that can be donated, the process, what a location might look like, ways you can overcome your fear of needles or just other anxiety, and just knowing how many lives you can save. So why you should donate blood is because 1 pint of your blood can save 3 people's lives. The whole process from whole blood, from the registration, like your name, information about you, mini physical, to the cookies or the snacks that they provide, takes less than 1 hour. So essentially less than 1 hour you can save 3 people's lives. One of those lives was my grandfather's. He had a gastrointestinal bleed after Thanksgiving of 2017, and he actually needed 6 pints of blood. So that's 6 people that saved his 1 life. Nobody in my family was a match. He's blood type O, so he can only receive from O. None of us were a match, so I'm thankful for the people who do donate that saved his life. So to wrap this up, we can't take for granted the things that we have, because sometimes when we need them, they won't be there. So we have to apply this mindset to donating blood, so it will be there when we need it. I would like to make it a goal to donate blood again if you've already donated, or for the first time, to give somebody a second chance at life. Thank you.